Alright guys, so in this video we're going to be talking about Aurora Cannabis and the fact that the stock is up quite a bit from its 52-week low. So let's just get right into it, guys. Aurora Cannabis is the most highly owned stock on the Robinhood platform. I use the Robinhood platform every day. So I'm going to tell you guys exactly what's been going on with what I think about this stock and what's going on in the market. So I posted a video. If I just quickly go to Social Blade and show you guys that timestamp when the video was posted, I said Aurora Cannabis hits 52-week low. Will Aurora stock recover? That was posted on January 13th. So at January 13th, I noticed that the stock was trading at a 52-week low. It hit $1.52, and I thought that this was an interesting buying opportunity because there's a lot of negative publicity about the company. So as you can see here, there's an article from Investor Place talking about Aurora Cannabis stock will drop until the company is profitable. Analysts saying that the stock would go to around $1. Michael Lavery downgraded to a sell from Piper Sandler, issued a $1 price target, talking about the debt and things like that. So basically, a lot of this price was falling, not simply due to Aurora itself, but the entire cannabis industry as a whole. Most of the stocks were down. It was just a bearish 2019 for the cannabis industry. So most of these stocks, Tilray, Canopy Growth, Hexo, most of these stocks were down. So it's just that the industry as a whole was down. So what I noticed was, as I said, well, this was a unique buying opportunity for me. So what I did is I picked up a round lot because I didn't want to put too much percentage of my portfolio into Aurora Cannabis. I still like to have it as balanced as possible. So I'm going to show you guys exactly what I did. So I've just picked up a round lot of 100 shares, and I'm at an average cost of $1.82. So right now, as of recording this video, I'm up 17%. But that's not the most exciting news that I have, guys. So what I also like to do is sometimes, if I'm not really sure where the stock is going to go, I like to use call options. So what a call option is just the right but not the obligation to buy a stock at a certain price. So what I did is I also picked up 2 contracts expiring on January 17th at the $2 strike price. So I picked these contracts up. So I picked these up at about 5 cents a share. So each contract represents 100 shares. So it was only for each contract. And so far, these options are up 100%. So what I want to see is I want to see the price action for the last 2 days of the trading week, because we've got two trading days left in the week. We have Thursday and Friday. So I want to see what happens, because I would like to obviously own a bit more shares. I wouldn't mind putting up to about 20% of my current Robinhood portfolio and Aurora Cannabis. So what I simply did is I just bought 2 call options, and what I can do is I have a couple of options here. So right now I'm actually in the money. So it's at $2.11 and the strike price is $2. So I'm in the money by 11 cents. So the stock is actually up a bit in after hours trading as of recording this video. So let me just see here. So guys, what is kind of up in after hours? So it's up about 6 cents in after hours, $2.11. So here's what I can do. I can do a couple of things. I can just sell these call options back into the market. As long as they're in the money, there's some intrinsic value with these options, and that'll allow investors to acquire 200 shares at the $2 strike price. Or what I'm thinking of, if Aurora simply runs up more, if it approaches, say, in the next 2 trading days, it approaches kind of the 220, 230, 240 level, instead of just having 100 shares, I might just exercise both options and just pick up 300 shares. So that's what I like to do. I wasn't really comfortable trading options up until, I would say, about a month ago. And it's really helped me grow my Robinhood portfolio a ton. And I'm going to show you guys some of the things that I've been doing with call options to kind of rejuvenate my Robinhood portfolio, which got crushed by a ridiculously stupid investment that I made in Naked Brands. One of the dumbest investments I've ever made. So I use Robinhood. I use options on Robinhood to kind of revive that account. So that's one of the cool things I just want to show you guys. It's an exciting thing for Aurora Cannabis. I think the stock was completely beaten down just because of the negative news in general. So who knows where. Okay, so we're not really sure exactly where the shares are heading to in the near, but I just think this is a really great chance to kind of, this is just a really nice time, I think, to buy at a stock that's been completely crushed with all the negativity surrounding it. And that is actually one of the best opportunities to buy. So if you guys picked up shares at the $1.52 level, like near the 52-week low, you're doing well. You're up over 30% as of recording this video. So now we're just waiting to see exactly what's going to happen with this company. Like I said, this for me is a long-term play. If you're only thinking short-term with this, you can just trade the call options. I think depending on where the price action goes, Thursday sections, $2 call options are very attractive. You can even push them back a couple weeks. So if you wanted to buy some calls at, say, maybe, you know, $2 strike price at January 31st or even in February, because depending on where the price action goes, I think the stock has come down so much. Remember, you know, just a few. So yeah, so just back in March, you know, or on March 18th, this was a $10 stock. So now the stock is basically 80% on sale. So with the cannabis industry, you're not going to see growth right away. This is a long-term play. The growth of the cannabis industry depends so much on regulation from the government. If the government regulation doesn't come through, then the companies simply can't sell their products legally. So right now, we're just basically waiting to see what happens. But, you know, for a stock that's used to sell for $10 and then, like, you know, 9 months later, it's selling for 80% off, I think this is the spot that I would be interested in acquiring shares. So I've been very, very patient with Aurora Cannabis. Sometimes I think right around here I bought a few shares and then it went down. I sold them, so I took like a small 10% loss. But this is the area that I'm thinking of heavily building a position, because I just think there's too much negative news. It just the stock is completely oversold, and when you have so much negativity surrounding a company, sometimes people are acting emotionally instead of thinking long term. Aurora is one of the better positioned cannabis growers in the world. They have a very international growth platform. I talked a lot about this kind of in their entire scope and their business model in a previous video. I'm going to link to that video in the description. You guys can check that out. I believe I posted a video about a couple weeks ago, so I'll just link to all of my Aurora Cannabis videos so you guys can check that out. But I didn't want this video to go on too much. I just wanted to share you guys this news that we've crossed the $2 level, and I think this is an interesting opportunity. And also, if you've never traded call options or options in general, you know, give it a try. It's a really great way to control a lot of shares without risking your money up front. So like right now, I'm sitting up 17% on these 100 shares. So I'm simply going to just play a wait and see game. I'm still sitting on these 2 call options. If the stock runs up a bit, I can resell them. I can call those shares. So I'm really just using my options here and just doing a balancing act, not trying to commit too much of my capital into this, because I have it in some other things such as Visa, Beyond Meat, or some of the other stocks that I'm interested as well. So that's it for now, guys. Just let me know what you think about Aurora Cannabis. Are you buying shares? Do you think the stock is going to go to $1 like a lot of the analysts have written those negative articles about the company? What are you doing with Aurora Cannabis? So that's it for now, guys. Take care.